Politics in Kenya is not a game, it's a showdown.
You're talking about presidency. Are you running in 2027?
We want to cut short the life of this government and confine it to one term.
Calling out the moves, exposing the plays.
Mimi ni Commando. Nikitaka kwenda mahali mimi naye. Because this is a matter of life and death.
Sunday, 7 p.m, Hot 96, where the pieces fall and the truth rises.
When it is Sunday, is the day when we talk politics, and of course, it is the first Sunday of the month of August. It is the first Sunday where Chan has started and we've already won. Kenya has won 1-0. Wale players wetu sasa wanapata milioni moja. Tuwapige makofi kidogo. Yes. Hongera sana Team Kenya. If you are joining us live on TikTok, we are live on TikTok, Hot 96 FM Kenya. Utaona nimevaa jazi moja safi ya Kenya. Just to show you that we are standing in solidarity with our boys. And of course, we are here today. We have a very special guest, and as you had already seen our posters, we're going to have the third deputy party leader of the DAP Kenya, Democratic Action Party of Kenya, and also Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembeya. Governor, salimia watu wakusikie kidogo.
Mimi naitwa Natembeya, governor wa pili wa Trans Nzoia.
Yes, and also kwa chama.
Na kwa chama chetu cha DAP mimi ni deputy party leader. Tuko watatu
kabisa.
Yeah,
thank you so much, Governor. People are really wondering whether you're going to come, lakini tukawaambia wewe ni mtu ambaye ukisema unatenda. Mambo ya kudanganya na watu umesema tawi. Umesema lazima ufike kwa studio.
Nikipeana commitment ni hiyo.
Ni hiyo.
Mambo ya kusema uongo ni tawe.
Hiyo ni watu wengine.
Hiyo watu wengine hao. Haina haja kama ukuje sema tuji.
Yes.
Yeah.
Na ukasema unakuja na ukakuja.
Yeah,
thank you so much, Governor. I was at your party headquarters on Friday. You had those National Management Committee meeting discussing some issues,
yes,
thorny issues in the party. How is the party going?
Party iko sawa sawa. Unajua siasa ni hivyo. Lazima kuna kuwa na opinion tofauti. Yale mambo ambayo yalifanyika Friday iko na background. Na ni kwamba kuna members wa chama ambao wameitisha National Executive Committee kujadili masuala fulani ya chama. Na vile sheria nasema ni kwamba kabla NEC ifanywe lazima kuwa na National Management Committee ikae chini iangalie mambo ya agenda. So mkutano wa Friday ilikuwa ni kuangalia agenda ili wakati watu wanaenda kwa NEC na kwa muda gani ikuwa wanajua agenda ni ipi. Na National Management Committee kuna members kulingana na katiba ya chama. Mimi kama third deputy party leader, I'm not a member. Maana hiyo just housekeeping committee ambayo ina deal na day to day running of the affairs of the party. So kumekuwa na those issues ambazo zimefanya wanachama fulani wakasema kukuwe na NEC. One of which ni kudetermine mambo ya the party leadership vile iko. So ndio inaleta joto kidogo. Unaona kuna watu ambao wana hold those positions na kuna wengine ambao wako na nia ya ku hold these positions. Inaleta tumbo joto kidogo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kwanza clarify why you are not in the meeting. Yes. Because it was a National Management Committee meeting.
Yeah.
Lakini Governor, you are around the venue.
Yes.
Your people are around the venue. Why were you so interested in being there, yet it was a meeting of those people?
No, mali nilikuwa na mali kulikuwa na mkutano ni venue, completely different venues. Na hata ningekuwa pale kwa party headquarters tu bora nisingie kwa mkutano kwa sababu mimi sio member wa hiyo kamati. Kuna wale ambao walikuwa wanapanga ukasema kwamba Natembeya atakuja atumie nguvu aingie kwenye mkutano, na ndipo walikuwa naona wamejaza vijana hapo wengi, inaleta taharuki bure na polisi na nini. Sikuwa na nia hata kidogo ya kwenda kwenye mkutano, maana mimi najua sheria, I always operate within the law. Nilikuwa najua hata nikijilazimia ninge kwenye mkutano, yale mambo yote tutajadili yote itakuwa invalidated because of some 9 members were in the meeting. Na sisi tunataka ile mkutano ya NEC ifanyike. So I can't shoot myself in the foot. So mimi nilikuwa kule Karen, nilikuwa na shughuli zangu, mkutano ukiendelea. Of course kuna wale members pia ambao wale wa hiyo committee, national committee ambao pia walikuwa wanataka kuniona. Of course it was easier for me to make it more convenient for them to see me just kwa mbali na hapo, but haja yangu haikuwa kuparticipate kwa hiyo mkutano
ama kuvuruga
ama kuinfluence ama kuvuruga. Hapana.
Okay. But we saw a heavy contingent of police. Tulikuwa pale, kulikuwa na anti-riot police, kuna wengine kule nje ndani. Why that tension? Na ni kama kulikuwa kila side alikuwa na gunzo wake.
Kuna mtindo siku hizi katika taifa letu kwamba mali mimi niko wanaweka askari excess. Sijui ni kwa nini. Kama ile sijui kwa nini walikuwa wamejaza askari pale kwa party headquarters. Lakini pia najua kwamba kulikuwa na goons hapo ambao walikuwa wamewekwa pale kwamba Natembeya akija wamkataze kuingia pale. Hizo ndio stories sisi tunapata. So hata wale askari ambao walikuja wakajazwa pale wengi, nyinyi wanahabari mlikuwa pale, walikuwa wanafanya kazi gani hapo? Ni nini walikuwa wanafanya pale? Walikuja kudisburse nani hapo? Hakukuwa na haja. Lakini unajua kuna na rumors, wewe amepanga watu, wewe amebeba watu. Mimi ni Commando, nikitaka kwenda mahali mimi najipeleka mwenyewe na nabebana na sheria. Tunapambana hivyo tu. So kusema labda watu waende wapigane ndio achieve certain purpose, hii haikuangi agenda yangu.
Okay. How is the relationship between you and your party leader?
It's good. Yeah, never differed on anything. But of course, currently the issue we have is about the direction of the party, where we want to take our party as DAPK. For the longest period now, I've been talking about the Western region having its own house because we've been accommodated in other people's houses. By house, I mean political party. At no time did I say that house shall be DAP. But of course, I felt that because I'm a member of DAP, when we come to building on our own house, can I give my own party first priority and see whether we can expand it to become that regional party? Like all other parties in Kenya are just basically regional. So that from there, we can see how we relate with the others. But I think we've differed on that account because some people feel that the way DAP is constituted should just become a regional party without any effort whatsoever, without any sacrifices.
Okay.
But from where I sit, I believe that you cannot have a regional party or a national party where the entire leadership is just domiciled in Bungoma and in Trans Nzoia. You'll be lying to the people. We want to have a party where even an SG can come from Vihiga, have another senior person come from a different place. We make it possible for that, even if they were to hold this position on interim basis as we wait for the party grassroots elections. So that's where there's a point of departure between me and the current party leader.
Okay.
The direction that this party needs to take.
Okay. Do you feel like DAP Kenya is a regional party? You mentioned that it is domiciled in 2 counties. What do you mean? Are you talking about the leadership structure?
Yeah, majorly the leadership structure is basically in those 2 counties. We want everybody in that region, the Western region, to feel that this is the party that's actually supposed to represent the interests. Some of these issues are a matter of perception. Is it inclusive enough? Personally, I don't think it's inclusive enough. I just want to open up without people feeling insecure. And when you hold some of these public positions, even in political parties, you must be alive to the fact that the time will come when you be called through to give way. It doesn't mean that you are hated. But when a party wants to rebrand, sometimes even top management leaves, and they must be prepared to make those sacrifices. I think time for us as community leaders now to make those sacrifices has come, because if we don't do that, and then we'll continue suffering the way you've been suffering, because we do not have a strong voice on that table where decisions are made.
Okay. Your party leader comes from Trans Nzoia.
Yes.
The second deputy party leader, the third, yourself, come from Trans Nzoia. Your first deputy party leader, I think it is Wamunyenyi or
from Bungoma.
Wamunyenyi.
Yes.
Comes from Bungoma. And the other deputy party leader comes from Kakamega. That is the deputy governor. Is that so?
Yes.
So is that what you're trying to fight or to change? Because when we were in a press conference and you said hatuwezi enda kwa chama yenye meeting inafanywa na lugha moja.
When you start a party, it has to start from somewhere. But that doesn't mean that perpetually those are the individuals supposed to run the affairs of the party. We just want to open it, to open it up. So if you've got the party leader is from Trans Nzoia, one of the deputy party leaders is also from Trans Nzoia. The other one is from Bungoma. The SG is from Bungoma. The deputy SG is from Trans Nzoia. what are you talking about, honestly? Yeah? And then you want to go ahead and say, this one is a regional party aspiring to become a national party. We want people to see tangible effort being made to move this party from being a Trans Nzoia Bungoma party to a Western party, then eventually a national party. Sorry, yeah. So that's what we are working on as progressive forces within the party. And you remember when they were having that meeting, other petitions also came in that were talking about even the composition of NEC itself. They're saying these are just relatives, the uncle to this one, the cousin to this one. I know the people who are writing this in the people who are very closely related to the party leader. They know that even they're shooting themselves in the foot. Who in baby, or who in animal you. We don't want the DAP to be such a Kenyeji party. And for them to really understand what I'm talking about when I say we have to be a serious party. I think the first consequence is for people to be ready to make those kind of sacrifices and make way. Okay. Yeah, and make and this party that got individuals who've been making way for others. You look at the current Secretary General and Honorable Munyenyi. They are not the founder members of the party. When they came in from Ford, Kenya, some people made way for them. People sacrifice to give way for them. Yeah, and I think now we are calling upon them also and others who are holding those positions, either to justify those positions or tell us why they should not make way for other progressive forces to come on board.
Okay. You're talking about making sacrifices to make the party look national.
Yes.
You're one of the deputy party leaders, and you're coming from the same county with the party leader. Why can't you make that sacrifice yourself and say, let me step aside and give it to a national person from another region?
I'm not saying that I'm excluded. No. And this position, we should not give ourselves these positions. Can the party membership give us these positions? Actually, when I became the deputy party leader, I did not ask for it. I was just told, you've been made the third deputy. I believe I'm more senior than those other guys. Because actually, I'm the only elected governor on this party ticket. Why should I be, the third deputy party leader?
You should be the first.
If we're looking at in terms of seniority, but this suppose that you're just given, I didn't ask for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Can they open up the democratic space? So even to vie for party leadership, let other people also qualify the Kenyans who can vie for the same vie. If they beat me, I'll give way to them. Why not? It's democracy at work. But I can't say because I'm Natembeya, I'm governor, let me be given this position and then I stick there like permanent pensionable. Anybody who wants to change that, I say that we can organize in a coup. Is that democracy? It's not democracy. So even the current position I'm holding is going to be on the chopping board. I'm not saying now secure mine and let others leave. No. I can be dropped completely. I can be downgraded. I can be upgraded. That's for the membership to decide. Okay. Not a few people sitting somewhere and say, now Natembeya are going to be deputy party leader, you are going to be party leader, you are going to be treasurer. That's not democracy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So in your view, what would be the national outlook in that party? What elements should it have? Apart, I know one of them is to make sure that we don't have all party officials coming from 2 counties or 3. What would be your face of it, of the party?
First of all, we need to understand what our party aspires for. Why are we a DAP? What do we stand for? We must be a party that has got the necessary resources and wherewithal to fight for power, because that's what political parties are all about. As we sit now, is DAP ready even to stake a claim on national leadership? I don't think so. Number 2, to have got the people with the necessary vision, people who can say we are here for the sake of Kenya, because we want to change the narrative, that we don't go into leadership for personal aggrandizement, for selfish interest, that we go into leadership to serve. We want to DAP to be a party, a part of service. As the leadership is currently constituted, can we say those people have got the vision to do this? I don't think so. Do we have a philosophy? Do we have a motto as a political party? We want to change. People want DAP to do things the way other political parties are behaving. We can just copy-paste the constitution and just change one word and there. We want DAP to be a completely different party, because I believe we've done a lot of disservice as a political leadership to the people of this country. Okay. So what I'm looking at is not just individuals from diverse backgrounds, from diverse ethnic backgrounds. I'm also looking at the individuals who come on board and understand where Kenya needs to go, and that this vision must be captured within a political party.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you describe your relationship or your engagement with your party leader as cordial. But on Friday, this is what he wrote on his X platform. Peter Salasia, the MP for Mumias East, both you and my brother George Natembeya do not have to leave or cause a coup in our party, DAP Kenya, in order to become party leaders or presidential candidates. You are welcome to face me for the presidential ticket in free and fair nominations, as ours is truly a democratic party that can allow us all to realize our political aspirations through internal democracy without wrecking our party or washing our dirty linen in public.
First question, which presidential ticket are you fighting over?
DAP Kenya, because of you, both of you.
Have the seat of the president of Kenya been declared vacant? At what point do we fight for that ticket? Is it now or when the time is right? Number two, even if you are to show your ambitions for fighting for the presidency, how will that become a coup? A coup is when I can just come here and declare from today I'm the party leader of DAP and that I'm going to be its presidential candidate. That's what it means to have a coup. But if you're calling upon the leadership and the membership of the party to sit down and do a thorough examination on the status of the party itself and where you want to go, and if we believe that the current leadership can take us there, it's a question. If the membership believe the current leadership can take us where we want to go, it continues. If they say no, it can't take us, and they make changes, how do you call that a coup? Can they now explain to us how leadership changes are supposed to happen within the party without it being branded as a coup? Which other one is this? Because people have made a petition to NEC to discuss leadership issues. They've not just woken up and said, we want to change the leadership, and now they have appointed so and so to be the party leader and our presidential candidate outside the question of the party. Nothing of such sort has happened. And nowhere have I said I want to vie for the president of Kenya on DAP, because I believe it's very premature. The party cannot, if people are wrangling over such a petty issues, can you have a serious stab at the presidency? We want to clean up our house first, so that when you speak as a person who's coming from a serious party, that every Kenyan knows that it was a serious party, and they can entrust it with the leadership of this country. Yeah, but for people to brand others as people who are engaging, they want to stage a coup, why can't they just go and face the NEC members and let's just sort out the issues within the party without characterizing members in such terms?
Okay.
Yeah.
So is what you're saying that your party leader may be saying things that are not true?
They are not true, completely.
Why would he say such things?
That question should be asked to answer. It's not for me to answer.
And he says that if you really want to run for president, you should be ready to come and face him in the party election, so that the best person wins. Do you think you would win against him?
Who gave you the mandate to tell us how you're supposed to behave? It's just a member like me.
But
why is he prescribing how we should behave when we are president? I can also tell him the same, that please let them, if you want to be the candidate, let the NEC and other structures be in charge of this, but you can't dictate because you're a party leader. In any case, is there a meeting of membership that was held to elect a party leader? Or how is a party leader supposed to be picked? So let's not have this back and forth. I don't believe it's healthy. I don't have any personal differences with him. What we have, as I said, is the direction that we want our party to take. Okay. Only that.
Do you think him as the party leader is taking the party in the right direction? From where you sit?
Of course, as I said, the membership of the party, but members have requests for the NEC. Let's see the verdict when that meeting is eventually held. Because what I'm going to give you is going to be my own personal opinion.
What would that be?
And I don't want it to prejudice what's going to happen in the NEC. So yes, Natembeya said this, and maybe we should do that or should not do that. Can we let the members decide? Because now if I go that direction, it means I'm also going to make certain pronouncements the way my party leader has made those pronouncements, and I think they're very unfortunate. Yeah.
So are you saying is the one who is now airing out the dirty linen or hanging it out for everybody to see, as he accuses you?
There's no dirty linen to be hung. There aren't. No.
Okay. Yeah. We want to listen to something.
The National Management Committee has deliberated and found that there is therefore a serious dispute between members of the party. A National Executive Council shall be called soonest to appoint the dispute resolution committee. We've heard of a party called CORD. If there is evidence
that he has registered that and maybe promoted the ideas of a party other than the party that elected him, the consequences are clear legally.
So the first person is the Secretary General, Dr. Seli Simiyu, and the second person who spoke is the party leader, Eugene Wamalwa.
You know, the SG is talking about conflict between membership of the party, members of the party. DAP has got more members than me and the party leader, so I don't know where the dispute, which are these members who have got a dispute. He has not clarified. And I'm not sure if the petition that
maybe just to help you, before that, he said that there are petitions, 2 petitions against you and against the party leader for removal. Yes.
But is that a dispute? Because there's no dispute. If the members have petitioned for the removal of the governor from the party on those grounds, why can't they call the NEC to deliberate and decide? There's no point of having a dispute. Which dispute resolution mechanism? People are just saying we want to look at the leadership of the party. Which dispute is that? Give the members the opportunity to sit and deliberate on these issues and make a decision. Number 2, on what the party leader says is that if there is evidence, underlying evidence, is there evidence? Because we don't want to discuss non-issues. Yeah, he's the one who has said that I'm a member of CORD. Let him table the evidence. So I don't come here to discuss non-issues really. Because it's just a diversionary a tactic that we focus on the side issues and leave the real issues. Yeah, and the real issue is the membership of DAP want to discuss certain issues. It's the responsibility of those in those positions to facilitate that meeting without them trying to change the agenda. If people have made petitions for the removal of the party leader, the deputy party leader, and other members, and the party organ which is charged with that responsibility is the NEC, can those charged with the responsibility of convening that meeting convene that meeting for those matters to be deliberated and concluded? Just as simple as that. Yeah.
So maybe the last question on that part before we move it forward. Yeah. The petition, I've seen the petition against you.
Yes.
And it reads like this. The petition is for the expulsion of the deputy party leader and the governor of Trans Nzoia, Honorable George Natembeya, for funding the registration and or promotion of another political party known as Conservation for Democracy in Kenya, CORD K, through proxies. Is there any ground in that? Because they've gone ahead and listed some of the members that they say work in your office.
Have you said those grounds?
They have listed the members and said some of them work in your office.
Is that list from the register of political parties?
Yeah.
You know, you don't just throw around people's names and say they work in Natembeya's office. Can they confirm that indeed those people that have named they work in my office? Inaitwa utoto. Yeah.
Gavana, unarusha bombshells mapema na maswali hapa imeanza kuwa mingi. Gavana, inabidi tutafute extinguish hapa. But let me now put up the names as they allege so that you clear the air.
As long as those names you've not confirmed are from the register of political parties, I'll be excused from discussing those names.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So there are actually 2 of them that are listed. Yes. The one of them is Edward Waswa and Julia Ngeiwa. Would you know them?
Julia Ngeiwa is not an employee of the county government of Trans Nzoia. Julia Ngeiwa actually is a member of DAP. They know her. The people have written that petition. They know her. They're the founding members of DAP. Yeah. And does it mean that if you're a member of DAP and you want to cease membership, you can't form another party? The other one is who? Waswa.
Edward Waswa.
Edward Waswa is an employee of the county government of Bungoma. Are they confusing the 2 counties? I'm the governor for Trans Nzoia. I'm not the governor for Bungoma. Now look, those are the people who are leading our party, and they don't even know where people come from.
There's a serious problem in the leadership in the party then.
It is sick. It is sick. You can confirm whether Edward Waswa actually works for the county government. He has never worked for the county government of Trans Nzoia. He's not an employee. You can check. Yeah. The same with Julia Ngeiwa. You know, they want to touch the name of just the good lady. Julia Ngeiwa is an entrepreneur. She's a women leader. You know, now they want to associate her with, you know, forming some political party.
Yeah. And that would really, if you say there's a serious problem, the party has some problem in it, and the leadership wanasema samaki huoza kutoka kwa kichwa. Why are you not saying about just going straight to the party leader?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because the people have petitioned the party leadership to convene the National Executive Committee to discuss some of those issues. And when leaders discover they're going to be discussed, they start creating some of these side issues. And some of those fellows who are writing those petitions, you look at them, they're known where they belong. And that handwriting does not belong to them. Those characters are very illiterate. They can't write that kind of English. Somebody has written for them and told them to petition. They can come here and talk to them and see if they can even compose a sentence in English.
Hilary from Kisumu Siri says Kisumu Siri. Shida ya Waluya hatuwezi shikana mkono, like our brothers from the mountain. Kila mtu anajitakia huku Western kuwa kiongozi.
And that's what I want to kill myself. Because actually when I began the narrative of having one house and having a leadership as organized and one, I've never, ever said that leader must be me. I have never said. If our people think there's somebody who is better, who can steer the community to this table, I'll give way. So we are not fighting over this. But of course, you can get a feeling that people, the way people are now forming little political parties here and there, it points to that. But we want our people to remain steadfast. Because you go to the grassroots, the way people are talking now, they've made up their mind and nobody's going to deceive them again. They know where they want to go. And in 2027, we're going to prove the naysayers wrong. And that for the first time, not even the first time, because of Malava Kijana managed to unite the community to the man. Actually, during that time, I think in the 2002 elections, he won all the seats in Western apart from Nambale. It was held by Chris Okem. Chris Okem. He's the only one who survived. And those other guys who lost, they have never recovered up to now. We are looking at 2027 to have a similar scenario. Anybody who's going to frustrate the aspirations of our community, they are going to be swept aside. Because this is a matter of life and death. We cannot afford to fight over these petty differences, and the community is suffering. So the people are going to push the leaders in the same direction.
Okay. Are you being used by the government to split the opposition? If so, God will judge you.
Nobody has offered me anything. They know they cannot offer me anything. What is it? For me, where I sit and not be very honest, I've already served Kenya very well. I've given the best years of my life to the government of Kenya. There's nothing the government can give me today that will make me deviate from course. If the opposition is going to get split, it's not because of me. No. Okay. I can assure you, because I understand that if we are split, and then we give the government the opportunity to win. We want to change government. We want to change the current leadership. And that's why, for me, I've sacrificed everything. As governor, I can just keep quiet and play along. When I'm called to State House, I go. The way people go to State House, when I'm called to meeting, I just go. When I'm told Natembeya, I'll do, because everybody's doing that.
Okay.
Why am I standing out?
Okay.
Why am I standing out and actually risking everything? It's because I know there's a higher calling, and the calling to serve the people of Kenya as honestly as possible.
All right. Etoti Seth, he says, ask Watu Wetu narrative is not tribal. Okay. This Watu Wetu narrative is asking whether it is tribal. The one you're saying Watu Wetu
So does he want me to say Watu Wow? What is the opposite of Watu Wetu?
Governor, we are running out of time, so I'll go next to the next question. There's this talk of one term, two term, and you're in the opposition. They made it clear that it is one term, siku zote. They say siku zom on TikTok. Where do you stand? Do you support it? No.
The role of the opposition is strive to get government, to get into government, isn't it? It does not matter whether the sitting government has served 2 terms or 1 term. That's their business. It's the responsible government to look for 2 terms. For our role is to ensure that we get into government. And we're going to place before Kenyans our platform, the thing that we want to do. Let them compare with the sitting government. And,
okay.
and I believe...
So are you 1 term or 2 term?
No, mine is 1 term.
1 term siku zote?
1 term. When the current regime to leave.
We want to get it clearly. So umesema 1 term ama 2 term?
What do you mean?
When mtu wa 1 term ama 2 term, governor?
It's 1 term. We want the current regime to go, meaning we don't want them to get a 2nd term. Sindio, they have to live like yesterday. And what I'm saying is not really personal. As I'm just saying, the role of the opposition is to get into government, not wait for the the government to serve 2 terms as provided for in the constitution. No.
Okay.
We want to cut short the life of this government and confine it to 1 term, so that in 2027 we have a new president and a new government that's going to serve the interests of Kenyans, and when it's criticized doesn't get angry, because that power is donated. You're not entitled to it, and you exercise with the restraint, and you look at the welfare of our people. You do not kill people because they're asking you questions. You do not kill young people because they come to the streets to express themselves. In fact, as a president, when you see thousands of young people on the streets on a weekday, don't get angry because houses are being banned. Ask yourself, why are so many young people on the streets on a Tuesday? They're telling you something. We don't have jobs. We are idle. We're not engaged. Don't get angry. Go and sit down with your cabinet and address that problem.
Okay.
But this government is incapable of doing that. That's why we are saying by 2027, waende wapi? Nyumbani.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lastly, Governor, because I know you have another show with our sister station, they are waiting. There's this question about the by-elections. We have the by-elections in Malava, and it's been billed as the acid test for the party. And you have DCP, and also you have your party, DAPK. Are you willing to sacrifice your candidate and allow DCP to run?
Why?
Because if you're gonna run, both of you, you give ODM or UDA an easy chance.
Yeah, that one is what everybody believes. But as I said, our people know where they want to go. You can bring even 100 political parties and have 100 candidates, but they know whom they're going to vote for. Sometimes it reaches a point where even the political parties become irrelevant. When people see that you are just running for power for the sake of it, they're going to choose individuals. We don't want to be held hostage even by parties. Can we get an individual who is going to represent the people of Malava, who believes in the aspirations of the people of Malava constituency? Not somebody will be elected today and tomorrow they have joined the government.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going all the way. There's no stepping down.
No, all the way.
All right. Mwisho kabisa, Governor. Leo tumekuwa na game kubwa sana. Harambee Stars versus DR Congo. Dr. Congo as they call it.
Yes.
What is your reaction, Governor?
I'm very happy. I did a TikTok video today, and I was wishing them success. I knew Kenya is going to do very well. We have talent. We've not been able to harness this talent properly. By the way, even one of my school, St. Joseph Boys, won the national championship for the second school. And you can look at the way those boys play. I can even bet that they can beat even the Harambee Stars. They're very good. But what happens when they leave school? They just disappear. China is about local talent. Even players have not played even these big leagues. But look at the quality of the game that these young people are playing. Kenya is going places, and I'm very happy. I'm one very happy Kenyan that our team today won. They carry themselves a lot of pride. Our flag has been raised high. Can we even raise our political game to that level for once? Like when you're picking national team, do you go and check whether this one is a Nandi, this one is a Bukusu, no, just look at talent and just pick the best. Like today, I believe we had the best representing us, and I'm very happy.
Okay. Rais amesema anawapea 1 million each per game if they win, and 600 million if they lift the trophy.
Yes.
Wewe unataka kuchangia kitu?
But hiyo pesa mimi, my only question is, where was this money in the budget? Where are you getting this 600 million, this 1 million to the player? It's a good thing, it's a good gesture. Where's the money coming from? Must we be this knee-jerk? Is that how to develop talent? Can we just have that money, whether we've got Chan or not? Where that money has come from, because I don't see this money on the budget. Because the president was saying, my team at the ministry talked about 200 million, but I'm making it 600. He's adding 400 million. Imetoka wapi?
Serikali kuna pesa gani?
How? But the government structure is organized. You have to start with the budget. That for Chan, we are going to use this much money for motivation. It has to be there. Hata kama ni pool, to say 1 billion will be for Chan, and then you say this one for this one for this. But if you just say 600 billion, like the way the president said, hiyo pesa inatoka wapi?